Hello to you all, dear guys. Today we are going to make a beautiful ear cuff. Today we have also two little birds here. Of course, this is a gift from a friend, and I thought it would be beautiful to have it in our tutorial. And for starting this tutorial and making this ear cuff, all we need is our 0.4 or 0.5 wire as the thinner wire and a 1 millimeter or 0.8 wire for the main structure and some pearls in different colors and different sizes that I have chosen: golden, pink, and white one. And also, let's see what is the sizes of each. About 3 millimeters and 5 millimeters approximately is the size of these pearls. You could also use some beads. The color and the shape depends on you. And to start, we need to have a drawing line of the main structure of the ear cuff that we are using and is going just behind our ear. To know the size, it really depends on the size of the ear that you are going to design for. And one of the easiest ways is to put a thinner wire that you could use, the wire that is wastage of your works, and put it just behind the ear and size the length and also determine the shape. But you could also use an approximate size that is about 4 centimeters at this part. Let me draw the line. This part is about 4 centimeters, and also the height would be 5 to 6 centimeters. And this is about 5 centimeters. And here we are going to make the main structure according to this drawing part. So we need to know about the length that we are going to cut on the main structure, and we use our thinner waist wire, and we would put it all around this shape, and if needed, just shape it a little to be more accurate, and open it up and put it on your ruler, and it is 9 centimeters. And we need 2 spiral parts to close the ending and starting point of this main structure, and we put about 1 centimeters for both parts, so it would be 10 centimeters that we need to cut the wire. So I put my 0.8 wire on the ruler and cut 10 centimeters on it. Now we need to shape and form the wire, but before, just check this main structure to be all straight and there wouldn't be any weaving parts. You could just do that gently with your chain nose pliers, or you could use a plastic hammer or other kind of techniques, but this would be okay if it's not that important. And now put the wire on the drawing part and little by little just form it, or you could use an oval mandrel. Okay, for this part we do a rotation and now that you have an overall ear-like structure, you could fix it and form it a little with your thumb for a better shape. So do that step by step and little by little, so that there would be a beautiful shape. And now we need to insert a coiling part here. We could just pick up our thinner wire of about 0.4 and start to coil just with inserting this wire, making a tie at first, and then start to wrapping it all around this main structure and have coiling parts. This is one of the ways that we could make a coiling part, and it's better to do that while your structure is not shaped and the wire is straight, and then form it. Or you could form the structure like me and then use the structure that we had invented in previous videos. Of course, it's so easy. You could use it with 1 millimeter wire and then attach this thinner wire into that. You could go back and watch the video that we had on making a wire coils. So we would wrap the thinner wire all around this main structure, and we would continue that till we get to the length that we desire, and here it would be about 9 centimeters. And we are almost there. I'm twisting this structure and the thinner wire is wrapping all around it beautifully, and as you could see, I had put my fingers to fixate the structure, and it would be wrapped all around that part straight. And also I had put my thumb so that it would be vertically fixed, and as you could see, if you change it, it would go out of the rail. So fix this two part and continue wrapping this for 9 centimeters. It's the size that I'm using. Oh, it's a little bigger, and okay, this is enough to cut the wire, and we would open it just like this, and we would insert it into our main structure and main frame. Of course, with this trick you could have beautiful coiling parts for any structure and shape that you desire. Some little spiral shapes for the starting and end point. Till now, we have a structure like this, and if there is some gaps and distances in between, don't be worried, because we are going to have these gaps, because the decorative parts are going to be inside these parts. So when you are making a coil, be careful to have some little gaps in between. Put your thinner wire of about 0.4 in between one of these gaps, and you could just open it up with your nail just like this, and then put your thinner wire and make a little loop here. Just squeeze it to be put in this part, and then make a tie, a little tie here, so that we would twist the wire all around itself. In every rotation, if we have a V shape like this, a symmetrical V shape, and then to wrap both tails, we would have a better twisted part. All right. So this is going to be put here. If there is needed, use your round nose pliers to squeeze it more and to rotate this part so that it would be fastened up. It would be fastened to fasten the start point. Okay. Now continue twisting these two strands, and in the length that you desire, just cut the wire, insert the bead in, and then make it twisted too. So we close the end and we'll make a loop at the end all around the twisted structure, just like this. And we would do the same for all the beads and all around this shape. Here also we would wrap the wire and this is the first part with bead in, and we are going to repeat this all around these coiling parts, and we change the height of this part. Some of them would be shorter and some a little larger, but it shouldn't be so large because it's not easy for use or it wouldn't be firm. So we continue doing this for all around this arc. And finally, this would be the result, and you would continue that for a bigger length, but I think it's enough to have about 6 of these beaded lines. I hope you will make one and enjoy it so much. And of course, there are little techniques and different processes to achieve this model. And in this tutorial, we had learned just one of them. If you like to learn about different kind of techniques and methods, just comment it below so that in other and different designs I would explain more. Thanks for watching this tutorial, and I hope you would make one and enjoy it so much. Take care and bye-bye.